Okay.
Chart of randomness.
My turn. No, it's definitely Joe's.
Oh, it's cut perfectly.
So tiny. Very fitting.
Whoa.
The 90s.
Simpler times, man.
Were they?
Simpler times.
Why were they simpler?
I think only we see it that way because we're children. We had no responsibility.
Well, yeah. But that,
So, of
That's
course, it's
different.
simpler times. Yeah. Oh, man.
I don't know. High school is fucking
Late
minefield,
90s.
you know?
Yeah. Yeah, it was tricky.
Yeah.
That was tricky.
Your dick's doing stuff. Tits are popping everywhere. You don't know
Everywhere.
what to do.
Asses weren't big in the 90s. They were just starting, you had a Sir Mix-a-Lot song, but, like, there wasn't yoga pants back then.
Oh, you mean like people weren't into asses, not
Yeah.
that they weren't big.
No, I thought they weren't big, but, like,
Yeah.
everyone was wearing, like, loose jeans and grunge clothing, so it was all baggy hoodies
I don't
and
know who
shit.
the fuck you're hanging out with.
It's
I was,
the
hanging,
90s.
I was hanging out with babes.
You were not. You were in sweatpants.
Not in high school.
No, not in high school, but part of the 90s you were.
Yeah, it's fucking comfy.
Also, TV wasn't nearly as good as it is today.
Well, I honestly think that TV's at its absolute best and worst at the same time right now.
Fair. General television is probably.
So I think like in the 90s it was more just
sitcom
there.
Yeah,
like there was
They had like ER and like Sopranos started. But that was like '99. I
Oz.
think.
Oz in
Fuck,
the 90s.
Oz was really good.
Yeah.
That was like mid to late.
Yeah.
Yeah, Oz was pretty
Playing
solid.
Seinfeld.
Well, hey,
Yeah.
it's best show of all time. Yes.
Right?
But it's
you had South Park starting.
Yep.
You're getting pinnacle of Simpsons.
Right. It was gross out humor time. Everybody was into gross stuff. You could get away with a lot more politically, like PC culture. We were just like on the downswing of PC culture before it rose again, I think. You get away with a lot more. You watch a lot of like 90s teen movies now.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, God, they're just straight up trying to rape that one.
It's like, oh.
Everybody's laughing and having a good time about it. This is dark shit. Bill Cosby was still raping chicks, no problem.
Yeah, no problem.
Getting away with it. People still loving him.
People consider it the best time in wrestling.
Attitude
The
Era,
Attitude
baby.
Era, the Monday Night Wars. That was all happening.
American cars were really actually on an upswing.
Really?
Yep. Coming out of the 80s.
Yeah?
A lot of shit. Some cool stuff, but a lot of shit. But the Viper came out in 92.
Ooh, yeah, it did.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
Fucking sick car.
I've been in a Viper before. At that
Have you?
Yeah, the Floods.
All right.
They had a Viper.
Until the older brother trashed it, right?
And then you got another Viper. Who cares?
Why not? Fuck. Vipers are dull. I've never been in a Viper.
You went pretty quick.
Yeah.
I remember.
Fucking right. That's kind of what they're known for, is going quickly.
One of my favorite movies of all time, The Big Lebowski, 90s. Good decade.
Great decade.
Now, do you think it's a good decade, or do we just think it's a good decade because we?
That's
grew
what
up
I mean.
into it?
We're reminiscing, right?
But like, there wasn't cool shit in the 80s like that, was there? I don't know.
Probably.
I
There
guess
probably
you
was.
get new
Depending
computers are. The internet's becoming a thing in the 90s.
That's true.
Big. That's
Internet
fucking
porn. Yup. That was.
dial-up black and white photos of Ginger Spice topless. Yeah.
Oh, God.
Give it to me.
Waiting 4 hours for it to just like do one bar at a time. Like, is that part of a nip or still the tit?
of it.
Yeah, the anticipation is what get you. Now you can scroll through like 4,000 photos or videos in like 2 minutes.
Whatever.
It's almost harder to jerk off now, I think, because there's too much. Like back then, you had that one picture or that one video, and you got to make it happen, man.
Right, but then you get at a certain age, and anyways, if you wanted it, you could buy pornography, like at a store.
If you had the fortitude to go in and
Why the fuck not? I bought porn at the store after I was 18.
Yeah, I did too.
Yeah,
but I'm just
who
saying, not
cares?
everybody. There's a lot of people that don't do that. There's people that won't buy like tampons and stuff for their girlfriends or wives.
Who gives a shit?
I know. I was like, really? Who
Whatever.
cares? Who gives a shit? I'll just buy tampons, a bunch of lube. They don't know what I'm getting. Donuts.
Actually, wait, you mentioned that. This is a little off topic. I was reading like interesting, weird facts, and the first woman that ever was in space wasn't until like I think the like late 70s, early 80s.
Sure.
And NASA asked her if 100 tampons were going to be good enough for the month-long trip.
Jesus Christ.
She's like, what the fuck?
I need
You guys are
200.
scientists. It's like, yeah, no, I don't know.
Just a few will be fine.
Because they had to count in the weight of everything, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It's zero gravity. The blood wouldn't even come out. It would just stay in you.
Ooh, yeah, good point.
Yeah. Probably don't even need tampons.
Anyways, 90s, though.
What else? Oh, did you have any, like, 90s fashion? Do you remember those, like, different colored jeans where you get, like, red jeans or green jeans?
I think, or something.
Those are the really baggy ones. They were available in different colors. I had some of those.
I rocked some Hawaiian shirts for a bit. That was a thing.
Yep.
That was a thing for a bit.
Do you remember the jackets you could get that had like a sports team, but it was almost like a hoodie. It was a pullover, but it was a jacket. But it had the pockets like a hoodie does, but it was a full winter jacket, and you actually pulled it over yourself.
No.
No, you don't remember those?
No.
Those were pretty big where I was trying, but it had like Chicago Bulls ones or Leafs or whatever.
I know zip-up ones, but not
No,
pullovers.
they were a pullover kind of winter jacket. They were like hoodies.
Don't remember that.
Were Reebok pumps in the 80s? Late 80s?
Let me think. Okay. I got my first pair of pumps when I was in grade 6.
That would have been like 94 or something.
And I got made fun of for having pumps like a year or two late. So yeah, early 90s.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I had pumps. That was pretty sweet.
Useless fucking things.
Nah, kind of cool though.
Yeah, they were cool. What about those shoes that had lights in them too?
Ooh. My grandparents used to go to Florida every year.
Yeah.
And when they would come back, they used to come back in the spring and they would always bring us a gift.
Right.
One year we got bike helmets, which was also the first time I ever got a serious concussion. It was the first time I
lame gift.
with a helmet.
Lame gift.
Yeah, I would have been dead without it, maybe. Anywho.
Way to go, grandparents. Really
one
dropped
year
the ball.
they bought my brother and I each a pair of light up sneakers.
Yeah.
Tony put his on. Loved them. They were so cool. I put mine on. I was like, yeah, right one. I'm like, oh, Grandma, it fits perfectly. I go to put the left one, and it's a right one. I had two righties. It's like, fuck. I didn't say fuck. I was pissed.
They didn't check the box when they sold it.
Goddamn box, Seamus.
This is why you have
I
to
stress it to all the staff. You have to check the shoes in the box.
I didn't know it was based on childhood trauma.
Yeah. I did get light up shoes because I had a pair of light up shoes.
No, you didn't.
But they were two. Yeah, I had two light up shoes.
Yeah.
Right size, but both right feet.
Jesus
So
Christ.
that kind of sucked. But yeah, there was some cool fashion. There's probably stuff like now that kids already do that we don't even know about. Ooh, I had Pogs. Remember Pogs?
I did not. I know what Pogs are. Never had them.
I had a very small, probably about the size of this mic stand.
Yeah.
Tube of Pogs.
Yeah.
I had some pretty nice fucking Pogs in there.
Not us, man. I went to Macaulay, Bracebridge.
Yeah.
We were a marble school. Marbles.
It's like the fucking 50s over there.
Marbles got your one hitters. You got your twos. Some kids had fours, but they're useless.
I know what marbles are.
Yeah.
And that's it. If you said how to play marbles or anything, I have no idea.
Real simple. I can explain it in
You
30
just
seconds.
fire it out, right?
No, so yeah, you can flip a coin to see who goes first.
Okay.
If I go first, I get like one of my bigger ones, like a two-hitter. Chuck it away into the sand.
Oh, it's in sand.
It's sandy. It's not like a, yeah.
It's
Like
not
where we were,
repeatable.
it was like, I don't know, fucking not sand, not a bit of grass, you know, that kind
Does
of.
it roll on through sand okay?
Looks okay, yeah.
All right.
Well, then the next person just tries to, they throw theirs towards and try to hit it.
Yeah.
And then just go there till
that's it?
whenever, yeah.
Pogs are.
You can play with like a handful. You have 5 or 6 or whatever.
Oh. Yeah, Pogs, you throw your slammer down
Yeah.
and try to flip their other Pog, and then you get it if you're playing for keepsies.
Yeah, well, you gotta
That's
play
how we
for
fucking play in the streets.
Who doesn't play for keeps?
That's why I had a really nice little collection of like some of the fancier Pogs. My fucking stupid brother wanted to take him to school for some show and tell bullshit. They got stolen, of course.
Tony sucks.
Terrible. Terrible. That's why I just like John Fogerty. I would definitely not let Tony anywhere near my music career.
Yeah, but his brother was playing with him too. It wasn't like
No, should have fucking. As soon as he gets his nose in there, he'd be like, "No, wait, whoa. Hey, we're splitting this. I'm writing the songs. They're my songs. I'm letting you hang out with the band and clean up the puke. You're not getting any money from my creative material."
Weird Al was still killing it in the 90s.
Oh God, was there anyone bigger than Weird Al in the '90s?
Lots of people,
Yeah.
but
Not my life. Not my world.
no.
Yeah, man, Kurt Cobain. I was too young to appreciate.
Yeah, of
him,
course
like,
we are.
Yeah.
If anyone our age says like, "Oh yeah, I was so big in Nirvana," they got in Nirvana after he died.
Yeah,
Like
for sure.
You're not 9 years old listening to fucking
It's like,
Nirvana.
now if I hear a Nirvana song, I really like it.
Yeah.
But at the time, I knew obviously who Kurt Cobain was and who Nirvana was.
It was all over the news.
Yeah. Everybody knew who they were if you were alive in a first world country. Yeah. But I was a Weird Al guy.
Totally.
Weird Al spoke to me at that age.
I think my favorite Weird Al song is from the 90s.
Amish Paradise?
Amish Paradise, yeah.
It's perfect. It's a great song. It's way better than Gangsta's Paradise. Sorry, Coolio, but
yeah.
Weird Al's version is way, way better.
Totally.
Also, the 90s gave us one of my all-time favorite comedies, The Jerky Boys.
Oh, The Jerky, yeah.
Yeah, prank calls were hot in the 90s. Doesn't track so now well with the...
Yeah, but it kept going for a while.
It did.
Because Crank Yankers didn't start till like the 2000s.
It's coming back, eh?
Sweet.
Yeah, but they're going to be calling like businesses and stuff because obviously people don't pick up their own phones. You got to call, you like, who the fuck would dare call me? And then you don't pick up. You always let it go to voice, especially you don't know the number.
I guess.
Do you pick up your cell phone if it rings and you don't know the number?
Depends.
Let's say you're at home. You're not...
And it's like a 705.
You're not high out of your mind.
It's a 705 number, and
sure.
It's not like a 1-800 thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, why?
Ooh, you fucking live dangerous.
Not really. I look at it the other way. What if it's like an emergency?
They'll leave a message, I'm sure.
Yeah, but then I'm checking. Then I'm waiting for it to go to voicemail.
Yeah.
They're leaving a voicemail. Then I'm answering the voicemail and then calling them back. Like, I just saved a whole big step there by talking to people and human beings.
I'll call them back.
Yeah, I mean, you're just...
Doesn't take any longer.
Yeah, it does.
Not by much. You're splitting hairs.
Still does. Be, hey, what's going on? Hello.
I mean, if they were that important to have to help out in an emergency, I would have their number on my phone and I'd know who it was.
What if your mom falls down in the middle of the street and goes, oh, call my son Joseph.
She probably wouldn't know my number, and the person would have to go into her phone, type Joe, and it would come up as mom, and I would pick up.
And let it go to voicemail.
I screened her car calls. Yeah. Ooh, I did help my mom buy a new car this week. Not having anything to do with
No, it doesn't.
the 90s.
So we can't talk about it.
Because it is 2019. Nice Subaru Outback. Got her into the Subaru family. That's fun.
Should I talk to her about the beginning?
I have the same mom since the 90s. So she's still alive. That's got to be worth something. Ooh, my grandma died in 95.
Oh, cool.
That was not that traumatic.
No.
To be honest. Yeah. No, she's pretty sick.
I was in the hospital in the 90s for several months.
Yeah, that's huge.
Yeah, I guess so.
It's pretty big. You had your face peeled off.
Yeah, I did.
You were like the first face.
That was like early 90s. It was like 91.
Yeah, you had your face off before the movie Face Off came out.
Oh, right?
That's wild.
90s is pretty neat. But yeah, I wonder. But I don't feel like people talk about the 80s being like, oh, should have been around in the 80s. 70s, I hear that a lot. 60s, I hear that.
60s
Especially late
is like
60s.
the biggest one, probably. Oh, you guys should have seen the 60s, bro. I don't know. That's not a good 60s hippie accent, but I think you know what I was going for.
Yeah. But no one really talks that highly about the 80s.
No.
The 80s money was rolling in.
And Coke and nightclubs were a big thing.
I don't think those are. I think those are still doing well, Joe.
Coke and nightclubs? Well, that was a big thing. 90s. That's it.
What do we got for movies in the 90s?
Well, Jerky Boys.
I meant like
Tommy Boy.
popular movies.
Ooh, American Beauty.
Oh, yeah.
Remember that movie?
Late 90s,
I used to think that was like such a good movie. It's going to be one of my picks soon because I'm not sure if it's still... I always thought it was like, if people said, what's a good movie? I always said it, but I'm not really sure if I meant it. You know what I mean? Forrest Gump?
The weird thing about, in the late 90s especially, there's a trend in movies at that time where, because in the world there's no real like stakes, no wars are happening in the late 90s.
Well, when did that Kosovo little kerfuffle happen?
Well, I was like...
That was in the 90s, wasn't it?
Right,
It was like a weekend.
But I'm saying, like,
no
average
wars.
Joe sitting at home, you're not really worried about the Kosovo rebellion.
No, probably not.
You know, there's like World War II, Vietnam, Korea, even the Gulf War.
Afghanistan and Iraq War.
Which is yeah. So, at the time, there's lots of movies that have this, like, where it's just like, guy hates his job and does something different.
Yes.
Thing. So you got like Office Space, you get American Beauty.
Falling down,
you get that, right? You get like inner turmoil, inner conflict.
Club, maybe?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, totally.
He's like an office drone kind of dude.
And you get like several of those movies because of that.
Yeah, that's a good point.
You don't have wars going on. Like you're thinking more about internally stuff.
Yeah.
So
Ooh.
American Beauty's definitely
Right up on that list.
Yeah, I've seen it in the last couple years.
Just bored with Suburbia.
Suburbia,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Huh. I didn't think about it that way.
Well, I'm a
I used to
smart-
say that
smart
movie. I
guy.
kind of want to watch it again to see if it's as good as I used to think it was, but I think it was just like a cliche movie pick almost.
Oh yeah.
Because my tastes have definitely refined over the years, and obviously I've watched more movies. Well, in some aspects.
Yeah.
But I always used to say that, and I remember watching it and liking it. And
It's
saying,
good.
You know,
It's
in the
good.
late night, that was the good movie, right?
It's weird that Kevin Spacey's trying to bet a teenage girl, not a teenage boy in it, though.
Zing. Yeah. What a Prevo fucko.
There's some stuff you'll just like now like laugh at.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's meant to be funny.
No, like the bag in the wind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stupid shit.
Fuck off, asshole.
Fucking art school. Fuck.
Yeah, guy's a little homo, anyways. What
He
the
is.
hell? No, the dad,
dad
is.
is.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
the dad turns
Yeah.
out to be gay and then shoots a guy because he's not gay with him. That's kind of weird.
Fun. Spoilers.
Yeah, I was still watching action movies from the '80s. So like,
Yeah, I guess Forrest Gump, Titanic.
oh, Titanic.
Yeah.
That was like my first date movie.
Who'd
I
you
went
go
on a
with?
date. Her name was Tara.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Was that in
was
the
in
SOG?
Bracebridge.
Oh, yeah.
In a
Okay.
sock.
In the SOG.
Oh, the SOG. No, I thought you said in a sock.
I was going to say Miss SOG, but then you lived in Etobicoke.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
No, I knew what you were going
neighbors.
for. I thought you were talking about.
Oh, yeah. I took a
did
girl
name
named Tara to the movies. Took her to Titanic.
Took her
eh?
to Titanic. I had to bring my little brother. He wanted to see it so bad. My mom's like, "You have to take your brother." I'm like, I am going on a date, and she's like, "He won't even sit with you." I'm like, "Fuck, fine." So I took Tony. I was like, "Don't even talk to me. After the movie, I'll come get you. Don't come up to me. Don't approach me. You sit in that fucking seat. And don't move." And he did. You know what?
Yeah, okay.
He just really wanted to see Titanic. He's always been a movie guy too,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
He's like, I just want to see Titanic. It was all right. It's too long, eh?
Never seen it.
You've never seen it. Not even to this day.
I know how it ends.
I know my pick.
The boat sinks,
I
right?
know what. No, it turns into a ghost ship.
Oh.
They took a new twist on
Oh,
it.
okay. No, I never saw it.
James Cameron movie. Turns out the boat's a Terminator.
It's kind of one of those movies where it's just like, now I know all the parts now.
You see it ripped so many times,
Exactly.
right?
Like, I know kind of what's happening.
Does he
Billy
go to the
Zane's
bow
in
and
it.
he says like, "Hey, I'm
Billy
king of
Zane's the
world."
bad guy.
Yeah,
Poor people live at the bottom.
where they should, down in the depths of the boat.
You're poor.
I know. That's where I belong, in the bottom of the boat. I belong like the room under the boiler room. So it's real hot and gross.
Yeah, there's a leak
That's
too,
my
for
room.
sure.
Oh, definitely a leak, and just
Yeah.
most of the poison, like smoke, has to go through my room first.
Just fish.
Like my
floating around
mouth
down there.
acts as the filtration system for the exhaust
Yeah, just
before it
human
goes out to the
trash.
atmosphere. So they keep their carbon rating down. Ooh, the ozone was a big thing in the 90s. We were really worried about the ozone, which it's fine now. I think it's back. I think it's good.
It fixed itself.
It fixed itself. We slowed down the pollution,
Al Gore fixed it.
and we were good.
Al Gore fixed it. They made it
So
all better.
we got a new ozone.
90s. Pretty
I
good.
think Elon Musk gave us a new ozone just like last year.
Yeah, he built
So that's
one.
good. That's good. Yeah. There you
That's
go.
it.
I
90s.
got it. The
That's
90s.
neat. That's neat.
We do look. You know what? They're probably going to come out with a sitcom because they already did that 70s show, which was, I know you didn't like it, but
Yeah.
it was commercially a
Yes,
success.
yes.
They tried to do that 80s show, which I actually really
Me
enjoyed.
too. I watched that one.
It had Glenn Howerton.
It did, and,
I think her name was Chyler Lee or
Yeah.
Kryler Lee or something. She was good looking. And they're due definitely now to do a that 90s show if they.
Is it?
so
No, but I
inclined.
mean, fresh off the boat set in the 90s.
Yeah, but it's not. Yes, it is, but it's not like called that 90s show.
But
But it has.
they're going to call it that ever for a show like
Why,
that.
it's like a franchise. You just keep going.
Oh, no.
It's like Avengers. Let's just keep milking that cow for all she's worth.
What about Goldbergs? And when's that set?
That's 80s.
It's 80s. Okay.
Also, fucking great show. That's actually a really good show.
Never saw it.
I know. You should watch it, though. It's on Netflix.
I'm too busy.
You're not that big. I know how busy you are.
I like to watch good things.
Yeah, well, so you're not that busy. You're too busy watching other TV.
No, I'm playing video games.
So, yeah.
Okay.
The 90s.
Neato.
Sweet. It's been Hometown Dudes with Joe and Seamus. Keep it freaky. Tune in next weeky.